test. Hello. Welcome to our fall concert this evening. And you see behind me, I'm Mr. McMahon, I'm the high school band director. But behind me is our special guests that we're excited to have here. It's the 8th grade band members. So please help me welcome the kickoff to the fall concert, Mr. Jeff Sokup and the 8th grade band.
Thank you very much. When Mr. McMahon had talked to me about doing a combined piece this fall, we had done this for the first time last year. I think it was a really cool tradition to start. Well, it's a tradition now. But I think we want to do this. I've been told I might want to do it again like in spring. First off, it's kind of nice for me because then I just have a 6-7 band concert. And that's the cool part, right? How about that, kid? 6-7, yeah? is that we get to play and interact with the high school band. They came over for, well, a very short rehearsal one day, about 20 minutes, but the kids got to play, and it was really cool for the, so thank you high school students. I know that you didn't really get a lot of time to interact with them, but it was pretty cool. People were talking about how they liked that. So it was really cool. So, all right, that was Groove by Richard Saucedo, and now we're going to finish with Castles and Dragons. We had a really great fall, just some of the things we've been working on, I guess, since this is our 8th grade concert, not only the marching band, but we had been spending a lot of time with that. We've been doing a lot of training with different scales, trying to transition from 7th to 8th, more mature tuning and balance and blend. That's also really cool when you see this from the 8th grade perspective to 9th all the way through 12th. It's kind of like a miniature version of the all-district concert, but we enjoyed being part of this, so thanks for having us again. So I'll shut up now and start playing, so we can get on with this. All right, thank you.
Mackenzie Anderson, are you out there? She's gonna come up, here we go. Behind me is the ninth grade band. Eighth graders, part of what we do here, and just eighth grade parents as well, is the goal of this concert is to get a little bit better acquainted with the high school band program, which I hope that you all give a chance to at least 1 year when you get to ninth grade. Behind me, we have 3 concert ensembles. This is the first one. It's the ninth grade band. I like to have all the ninth graders together so I can get to know them and try to find out what their needs and their strengths are so that I can better get them into the right ensembles in the future and to build some skills right away as ninth graders. We're going to open with a piece called Evergreen Escapades. It's not the right order in your program. I'll tell you why in a little bit. But the first piece we're doing is Evergreen Escapades by Adrian Sims. It was actually commissioned by Harrisburg High School here in South Dakota, which is a pretty cool thing. It doesn't happen that often. So we hope you enjoy our first piece, Evergreen Escapades. I'm just gonna do this because I'm so used to it being over here. Otherwise, I'll do that every time where I walk over here and then walk back. Our next piece is one thing you'll learn about me as you get to know me if you don't. We like to do something that has some articulation and some dancey elements. That's that piece. There's a little bit of that in our last piece, Chasing Sunlight, as well. The next piece, though, is going to be kind of our lyrical or ballad-like piece. And it's based on an Irish folk song. And there's a famous setting by Percy Grainger that a lot of people do. This is a little bit watered down version of that, but it's still a great arrangement. It's called Ye Banks and Braes of Bonnie Doon. It's arranged by Michael Sweeney. And you'll hear the ninth graders work on things like intonation, phrase shaping, like growing and fading together, trying to blend our sounds to become homogeneous and not like 45 different individuals in the room. So with that, we hope you enjoy Ye Banks and Braes of Bonnie Doon. As the projector screen ominously descends, I'm going to bring a student up to tell you about the next piece. I believe this will be the last that you hear from me with the ninth graders. Unless I need to tag anything on, but please help me welcome Kinley Soko to introduce the piece.
In life. With the right mindset, anyone can find joy. Joy can come from anything you want it to come from. It can come from family, friends, playing music, doing sports activities, and even working. As we perform, you can see how we found joy this past week on this PowerPoint. The joy came from helping others and brightening other people's day. You might find more of it in anything. Starting with this performance piece, we hope, I encourage you to think about what brings you joy and how you can find more of it in your everyday life. Starting with this performance piece, we hope you enjoy Chasing Sunlight by Kate and Immersion.
Can you restart the PowerPoint? When I start, can you restart the PowerPoint as soon as I start? It's time to match the, yep, I'll give you the thumbs up when I'm on the podium. piece is by kind of an up-and-coming composer, at least new to me composer, Kazuki Shimoda, and just won an award 1 or 2 years ago, the Bjornman Composition Prize, which is a pretty heavy hitter in the band world. Really cool piece. As the screen descends again, I'm not going to speak. I'm going to give the introduction for the next piece up to 2 students. We're going to have Johnny Lockersteris and Emily Nuwaje.
Hello? To sum up what Brian Balmages has to say about the piece, he explains that it was inspired by a set of watercolors and created for young musicians, showing that even younger ensembles can play very lyrical music. This piece was dedicated to Balmages' cousins, Lily and Charlotte Balmages. The dedication is linked to the family name with the hopes that the next generation will have a full life of creativity. We discussed in class about this piece and what it means to ourselves as students, and we thought about how we can all make a difference in the world that we live in, and how now more than ever, we need to be kind to each other in any way we can. You all here, we can all make a difference by just being kind to each other at school, right? We don't need to be mean to anyone, just like, hey, I like your hair, cool shoes, cool glasses, right? You all can be kind to your students, even if they're not doing too well, doing how you want them to, just be encouraging, right? There's no need to yell at them or anything like that. There has never been a time when this country has been more divided other than like the Civil War right now. I think we can all agree on that. So there's never been a better time to spread kindness in this world than right now. Thank you.
Sometimes you hear something and it just stays with you. Like how there are kids who don't even have a bed to sleep in. No mattress, just the floor. And your brain almost freezes for a second because how is that someone's reality? And then I think about rippling watercolors and how it starts with a tiny soft sound that slowly expands into something bigger and fuller. It reminds me that one small action can start something way beyond itself. So yeah, I'm asking you to help. Not in a big, dramatic way, just in a start the ripple kind of way. Because even one person doing one thing can actually change someone's whole night or even their entire life. If you want to help, the QR code for donating to Sleep in Heavenly Peace is up on the screen. Even a small amount can start that ripple.
So just to kind of connect some dots, I believe some of the most important learning that we do in the classroom has nothing to do with academics. And it has everything to do with the connections that we form between individuals in the community, and what our actions inspire others or not to do. The goal with this piece and with Chasing Sunlight, as you saw, was to get students thinking about how they can impact the people around them in a positive way. And rather than having them do the same activities in 9th grade band where they were doing kind of individual activities, I thought this is a really great opportunity where we can come together to do some collective good. And so I'm going to ask you, the QR code, if you want to donate, this is going to go to the Band Boosters Zephy account, which will be then all donated to the Sleep in Heavenly Peace, which if you don't know, they build beds for people in Brookings. This is specific to Brookings that don't have beds to sleep in. And man, I can't think of a better thing. I had them vote on what cause they would like to collect funds for tonight. So if you feel so inclined, we would encourage you to donate to Sleep in Heavenly Peace here. Just the one thing I'll ask is please don't scan the QR code during the piece. Before or after would be awesome. And maybe we'll try to put it up again at the end of the concert if that's okay for our tech people. Here is Rippling Watercolors. once again, we hope you join us in donating to the Sleep and Healthy Peace cause. But our last piece that this group, by the way, I didn't really introduce the group. This is Concert Band. It's our middle group of 10th through 12th graders. And man, pretty proud of how they're doing, along with the 9th graders. All these groups so far this year have just been doing an outstanding job. Our final piece for you tonight with Concert Band is called Rumba de la Tumba. It's one of the students' favorites, totally different style. It's by Gerard Hall, and it dances. It's pretty fun. We hope you enjoy Rumba de la Tumba. Awesome. Our final high school band that we have up here is Symphony Band. It's our top group, 10 through 12th graders. And what's special about this group this year is that we applied last spring with a slightly different ensemble with the last year's seniors still here, and got accepted to perform this February at the State Band Masters Convention, which I was really excited to share with the students, and they were excited too, and then they're like, wait, where is it? It's here. It's in this literal space. So it's kind of like a warm-up for us. We're playing 3 pieces tonight that we will perform on that program, and we'll have 2 more when we get to February, so hope you join us then. It's February 13th. Mark your calendars. It's at 9 a.m. though on a Friday, so just Friday the 13th, go figure. The first piece we have for you is by he's just like killing it in the band composition world. His name is Viet Quang, and the piece is called Heart on Fire. And the whole concert that we're doing for the Band Masters program is centered around the idea of what does it mean for your heart to be on fire. And we've talked about some of the things that bring us joy. It's the same kind of ilk, it's the same idea. What are things that get you out of bed in the morning and energetic and excited to be around the people around you? We'll talk more at that February concert about some of those things, but for now, we hope you enjoy Heart on Fire. piece I heard in grad school, and it was super profound for me in that moment, and still is. Every time I hear it, when I'm just like have my listening ears on, it makes me cry, and here's why. Steve Daniel wrote this a few years ago it was the 6-year anniversary, around the 6-year anniversary of the Sandy Hook shooting. And what's cool about it is he went to elementary school there and wrote in commemoration for all who lost their lives at the Sandy Hook shooting. It is profoundly soloistic, it is profoundly emotional, and the students, my challenge to them to connect with this piece, not that it took a lot of convincing, was I asked what good can come from a tragedy? Because a tragedy like Sandy Hook, it's hard to think of the good. And the things they came up with were, we can come together as a community and build each other up. You see that after a tragedy like this, or 9/11, or another, especially in communities or nation tragedies. Also, they said this was a great idea that I didn't think of. They're like, we can create legislation or policy to help prevent things like this in the future. It's like, wow, that wasn't one of the things that came to mind for me, but they had an awesome idea. And the last thing that I challenged them in their assignment was to think of who would you think of first if you got the phone call that something happened to a loved one. It's a heavy topic for class at like 9:30 in the morning. But their conversations were really awesome, and it's like very much family and friends and a variety of people that they talked about. And so I'm going to have a couple of them share. Their assignment was to not just think of those people, but to write a note to them. Because too often, myself included, we don't give enough, we don't tell the people that we love enough what they mean to us. And so I wrote my letter. My wife's birthday was a couple days ago, and I gave that to her, about her and my 2 daughters. And so I'm going to have a couple students up here to briefly share a little bit about who they wrote to.
Hi, I'm Alex Cluck, and for this piece, I dedicated it to my dad. Without him, I don't think I would be here, and I mean that in a very literal sense. My dad was supposed to be in a meeting the day that 2 planes hit the World Trade Center. So my dad could have almost been involved in 9/11, and I'm glad that he didn't get on that flight. And yeah, I'm very glad that he wasn't. I'm very thankful that he is my dad, because without him, he wouldn't have been the reason that I'm so involved in the band program here. And he's a very busybody, so when I told him, like, hey, you should get involved with the band program, it'd be great, he was like, sure, I don't know what to say. But now he really helps out with the band program, especially with marching band, and it's really gotten us closer throughout the years. And I feel like I don't even say how thankful I am for him. So, yeah. I love you, Dad. Thank you.
My name is Jacob LaFontaine. I'm a senior here. I dedicate this piece and the letter I wrote to my lovely mother. Yeah. The things we say to each other and how we treat each other very much dictate who we become. And I believe that my mother has done everything in her power to say things and do things that would lead me to be successful and be happy. And I have an overwhelming amount of gratitude to receive the privilege of that love. And I believe everybody here has privilege and love. And I hope that this piece and what I'm saying to you inspires you to let the people you love know that you do love them and you appreciate what they say. And I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Remember me when I am gone away, gone far away into the silent land. And you can no more hold me by the hand. Remember me when no more, day by day, you tell me of our future right. Only remember me. You understand. Remember me when I am gone away, gone far away into the silent land.
And with that, our last piece is nothing like that. It's super light, dancey, it's kind of a party. It's called Shande. It's written by Colombian composer Victoriano Valencia. I think you'll enjoy it. Test, there we go. There is a little bit of audience participation. Our vocal soloist, Jacob, will let you know when that happens. You'll get it. All right, the last transition of the night, 8th graders. Thanks for hanging out with us. I know it got to be a little long, but I hope that you get to see a little peek of what could be next year. Symphonic band members, I give you instructions. Remember to stay out of their way. 8th graders, you just come grab a seat and get set like you always will in the band room, and we will fit in between you standing. Last piece here in just a moment. All right, we're close, and that's about as good as it's gonna get with this many people on stage. So, I just want to give one last shout out. Thank you all for coming. Thank you to the PAC staff that helped us out tonight with all of the many things and some last minute adjustments to what I put in the order because of all the extra stuff. So thank you so much for those that helped. Thank you to our administrators and school board and just school community in general for all your support. And 8th grade parents, I'm just gonna get on my soapbox one last time. I can't encourage you enough to have your students try out band in high school. Middle school, I was one of them. I was like, please mom, don't make me do band in high school. She's like, nope, 1 year. And I was blown away with how different it was because of things like extracurriculars, with jazz band, marching band, and all the extras, which is often what the students love the most. They're whispering other things at me that they like. Or they're like, move on, one of the two. But I can't encourage you enough. Give it a try for a year and see what you think. Almost, not 100%, but like over 90% of the students that tried in high school ended up sticking with it. So thank you again for coming tonight, and we hope you enjoy our combined piece, As Winds Dance.